will be showing you how to play Not About Angels by Birdy. So let's jump in and learn how to play this note by note. To get started, you will need your guitar in standard tuning, and you will also need a capo on the 5th fret. For the intro, you will start on an E minor. To play this, you will place your 2nd and 3rd finger on the 5th and 4th string on the 2nd fret. For your right hand, you will pluck the 6th string with your thumb and alternate with your thumb and 1st finger on the 4th and 3rd string 8 times. So it will sound like this. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and... The next chord will be a C, except you only need to use 2 fingers. To play this chord, you will place your 2nd finger on the 4th string on the 2nd fret, and your 3rd finger on the 5th string on the 3rd fret. The right hand will be the same as before, except instead of hitting your 6th string, you will play your 5th string with your thumb as your bass note. So to count, that'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Once more, that's Next we will play our G, but just like the C, we will only need the top part of that chord. So to play this, you will just place your 2nd finger on the 5th string on the 2nd fret, and your 3rd finger on the 6th string of the 3rd fret. The right hand is the same as when we played the E minor, except we will only play this pattern 4 times. So with the count, that'll sound 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Again, that's... Next, we will place our 2nd finger on the 6th string of the 2nd fret and play the right hand the same as we did with the G. So with the count, that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Again. After that, we will return to our E minor and play it 8 times like we did in the beginning. So with the count, that'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and... Once more, that's 1. So altogether, the intro will sound like this. That will bring us to our verse. For the verse, we will play E minor just as we did in the intro, but this time we will only play the picking pattern 4 times. So it will sound like this. So with the count, that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Next we will play our C, and that picking pattern will be played 4 times as well. So it will be played like this. So with the count, that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Next we will play our G chord, and we will play that pattern 8 times. So it will sound like this. So with the count, that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So that first line will sound like this. The next line of the verse is played the same way. So we'll play our E minor 4 times, our C 4 times, and our G 8 times. And that'll bring us to our third line of the verse. So the beginning of the third line will be played the same as the first two lines. So it will sound like this. Now for the last part of that line, which is the lyric, "Could you give it up?" we will play E minor 4 times, C 4 times, and G 8 times. So that'll sound like this. So with a count, that'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and to your G, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. So putting the whole verse together, it'll sound like this. The chorus is played similar to the verse. So for the first line, we will have our E minor for 4 picking patterns, our C major for 4 picking patterns, and our G major for 8 picking patterns. So that line will sound like this. Second line will be played similar to our first. So we'll play our E minor for 4 picking patterns. So with a count, that'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and to our C. So 1, 2, and 3 and 4 and to our G, but this time it will be only played 4 times. So it'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and next we will have a D chord, but instead of playing the traditional D major, we will be taking a D variation. To make this variation, you will form a full C major. So your first finger will be on the 1st fret on the 2nd string, your 2nd finger on the 4th string of the 2nd fret, and your 3rd finger on the 5th string of the 3rd fret. And you will just shift this shape 2 frets up. So 1, 2. And this will be our chord. Now our picking pattern for this will be just like our C. So in a count, this will be played 8 times. So it will sound like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. So those first 2 lines put together will sound like this. For our third line, we will return to our E minor for 4 picking patterns, to our C for 4 picking patterns, and then to our G for 8. So that'll sound like this. be repeated for our last line. So that'll sound like this again. The second verse and the second chorus are played the same as the first verse and chorus. The only difference will be the last line of the third chorus. So the last line, which is "It's not about angels," we will play E minor for 2 picking patterns and C for 2 picking patterns. So that last line will sound like this. So with a count, that'll be 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and so all together that'll be. So the song will end on a single word, angels. So to play this part, we will return to our G chord with our left hand, and for our right hand you could either strum the top 3 strings like this, or you could pluck the 6th, 4th, and 3rd. So that'll sound like this. Now, to give you a better understanding of this song, we will have a full playthrough where I am joined with my sister, who will provide vocals for you to play along with. I hope you enjoyed learning Not About Angels. If you find this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a lesson. Keep playing, and I'll see you in the next video, note by note.